Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. Now, you might be wondering, what am I up to running around in the rain? Well, in in simple terms, I'm about to open everything that requires fusion cells. And how I did it was I actually went back to the minefield where you get pulsar quartz, and I looked for the last few pieces that are there. Now, searching that entire minefield is it's not a minefield, it's just a really dark aluminium field, is really difficult when you have the restriction of oxygen. But right now, since I have absolutely no oxygen restriction, I can just search that entire place effortlessly. And here we go. If I remember correctly, it's up, enter into this room, and doors open everywhere, and you now can move around inside the ship. Now I know that one ship opens two ships, and there's a whole lot of weird stuff that's going on. I also know that there is some pulsar quartz in here somewhere, and that has microchips. Yes, 2 quartz. That's enough for me to start that is just not what I wanted to see. The most important resource is pulsar quartz. So anyway, this here means I'm going to have to come back into the ship up and down multiple trips. So yeah, I'm not really worried about that part of it. I actually want to check if this actually powers up the entire planet, because if it adds to my global planetary power, then why not leave these things all active by the end of all of this, and who knows, maybe I have an addition of another 100 or 200 megawatts, build 3 or 4 of those little cells, put them in wherever they go, and I can get done with a whole lot of other things. I've really been hating the weather in the past few runs, because I have been accelerating the terraformation index, and it's been giving me some weird glitches within the game. And I know that I'm really pushing hard to complete most of the things in here, but when I say really weird stuff, it's been pushing me into the mesh, into the ground, and I'll end up going through the ground for several kilometers and come out in a different area altogether. It actually happened to me in the pulsar quartz area. Because I was in the minefield, I ended up getting trapped inside one of the protruding rocks, and it ended up shooting me under the map. I couldn't get into the little cave with the buildings, and I ended up going right around, coming out in front of my base. The easiest thing to follow is that beacon that I set up. The reason for all of this material basically sitting on the ground is because I've been dropping asteroids like crazy. So yeah, here we go. My base is a total mess. I'm 100% certain of that. I'm not even trying to deny that I've made a mess of my base. I need 2 more, and then I can actually go and construct some things that are necessary. I just want to double check whether the ship's secret doors open with the big ship. If it does, then this here was part of that ship, and it's not part of the one on the mountain behind me. The one on the mountain is another long trip and a whole lot of looting. And as you can see, the limit is how much you can carry in your inventory. And yeah, this one still hasn't received power, so this isn't linked to that fusion cell. All of the ships have pulsar quartz inside them. There's not even a question about how much there is. It's just you go in, you grab, and you're gonna pull up your 141414. By the end of it, you only have enough for 2 generators. It's enough to pull you up to 75 GTI and 175 GTI, at which point you're just going to produce a ton of pulsar quartz. You're going to set up your stations, and you're going to set up your drones after that there. Once your drones start moving, you're just going to push production on whatever it is that's your primary, and you set. My satellites are T4, and the orbital satellite for the drones, that's already up. Oh yeah, but what I opened on this side, there are other locations that are also open on the ship, like this room over here, but I'm not going in there until I'm done with the top. It's easier to clear this place one section at a time. Make sure that the room is left totally barren. Now in reality, if this happened, you'd have almost an infinite... Oh, there was just worm. If this really happened, you'd have almost an infinite supply of resources just because the ship is in the place that it is. You double check any door you see, make sure that you can go through or can't go through. And that represents my next generator. In case you think that's all, there's actually more on this side as well, as far as I remember. If there isn't anything more here, I'll actually end up going back to that room, and I will pull the fusion cell if I have enough space here. That means I can go to the next shop, open it up, get everything out, and I won't have any problems. Oh, you're kidding me. They lock in. I did not know that. That is the real waste in that case. That means I need to make 2 more. Or 3 more. It takes 3 quartz to make another one of those fusion cells, so I only gain 2 from this entire journey. makes it kind of disappointing, and I know that I'm going to need another 2 at the very least. There might be another crash site that I'm forgetting, so I don't want to overlook that possibility. But I'll go to the bigger crash site now, because I know that there is a bigger crash site that I want to go to earlier rather than later. And it's underwater for the most part, so I'm going to need the fusion cell, plus I'm going to need other items to make it an even more difficult play. You can see that my terraforming index is now climbing like crazy. In less than 10 minutes I've got 2.6. So yeah, things have been improving, and as I said, I was launching rockets. The rocket launching is actually to improve the terraformation index, and then I'm going to have a massive setback the moment the insect rocket starts, because I haven't yet even started with launching it, and I don't have the power to actually maintain much in terms of those systems. So yeah, that's going to be another crazy one. Let's generate another fusion cell. Building fusion cells to get more fusion cells to get more fusion cells. Sounds like quite a pyramid scheme. Yeah, so anyway, this ship has another one of those fusion generators inside it. I'm going to power it up. I'm going to take whatever I can from that ship, and let's see how it goes. The last time I went through a playthrough, my growth rate was so crazy at this stage that I just instantly shot past these 2 marks. I didn't even have time to worry about it because I was actually that well secured. Okay, so first things first, all these old ones just need to be totally dismantled. I'm still 2 up on the pulsar. And there's a storm outside, so that's just perfect. Just give me a second. I'm gonna do something crazy here. Almost perfect. I will be back to the ship to extract even more just now. Oh, and yet another section. So yeah, this ship has a lot of looting to go. So right now with the purple skies, I will be looking for the next tier of drops. That's Pulsar Rain, and you also get what was it? Pulsar and Super Alloy Rain. Not rain, sorry, comets. The Super Alloy comets, I've already started to get them, so they're not really too far-fetched for me. Not yet time for it anyway. It's quite the tedious task to actually fill up this section. As you can see, it's up and down, continuous. There is no stopping in between. And with everything that I've gathered, I'm really close to my next power plant. Once that goes up, then it's one or two more items, and I will go one step further, getting even more things added to this entire hunt. So yeah, this is getting even better. And since the fusion cells aren't removable, I didn't check if the power was balancing out against it, which I was supposed to do. Quick and easy things to forget. Oops. Now I do know that there's open sections on. I thought I already got rid of those. So you might be wondering, why is it so important to clear out everything? That's because if you leave just one piece, you'll never know if you've actually completed looting. I've done it before where I've ended up with that failure, and it's just such a horrible one to have to go through, because you've looted an entire ship, you come back, you come in and out, you end up checking these dead chests over and over again, and there's nothing inside them. Okay, let's get back to base. drop off, come back, drop off, come back. And then after that there is teleportation time. Now in my previous run through I actually used the teleporter for this here. So I'd set up the teleporter directly in front, and I'd set up a few cases around the teleporter inside the base. So it's out and in, out and in. And then after that there wasn't any drones at the time, so there was no organizing. So there weren't any drones, so there was organizing. So I just went and I neatened up the entire place. And then I think I fell asleep playing the game. I think my character died like about 20 times, and all of my gear, all of my exoskeleton and everything that is attached to my character actually fell on the floor because of how many times I died in a row inside the base. And there was just this whole section of chests that I had to open. It's just not my day. Now, even though I'm going in and out, I already know that there was two before that door. There's nothing else inside. Once I clear out that one, go into the other side, empty it out, and I'm done with this shop. And then it's off to the last and final shop, which is out in the other oasis. I might cut and bring you back just because there's a power outage set for my area today at the time when I'm recording. It's just that this is just the perfect time for me to do it. I really need the upgrades, so there's nothing more that I can say. At long last. Oh, that is a blessing in disguise. Yeah, I'm just double checking that there aren't any secret doors. Sometimes the secret door will open up when you do things like this. And what I mean by secret doors is sometimes there's literally a door that's hidden inside the ship that you don't know about. Oh boy, what in the world is crashing? And this is regular resource ring. Not really important for me to pick up. I was going to go and pick up the pulsar pots and set up one more generator so I can complete my base, but instead of doing that, I'm actually going to go straight for the final ship right now. So yeah, you're gonna go with me. It's gonna be several minutes, and I'm not gonna take you in and out on that exploration. I'm just going to show you where the generator is. I'm gonna plug in, and you did see that I'm pulling out pulsar pots from those crates. So yeah, you're gonna get to see what's left for the final location on scouting. There is a reason why I went to all of these first. I actually want to fill in as much as possible straight up. And then it's going to be out to... Sorry about the rattling, it's just that I'm a little bit uncomfy with how my headset is sitting. It ended up falling and now I don't know what to do. So yeah, that was that. Grabbing the fusion cell. Let me grab some water. Nah, I don't need to grab any water. I'm heading to a place that's filled with water, so why not just drink on the way? If I remember correctly, where I'm about to go was the best site for me when I was playing my first time through. This ship on the top, there was just so much in it that I just couldn't handle it. Even with the teleporter and all of the location setup, I think it took me 4 or 5 teleports in and out just to finish off the basics, and I still don't think I finished off the entire ship because there were underwater sections to the ship that I just couldn't stand to complete at minus 3.6 per second. It just drained me of oxygen almost instantly. I really like how this thing turns out after the whole place starts to terraform. And like I said, there might be one more shipwreck. I just have to go and double check. I might even look at other people's YouTube videos to see if there's a 4th shipwreck that I haven't found. And like I said, this is one of the more annoying ships. Nah, I've already been through that section. So I haven't touched any of the secret rooms as yet, and I'm already loaded out to leave this place for the first time. Yeah, secondary entrance to the ship. It doesn't make sense that that's all to this here. It's too big for it to have nothing at all. Okay, so that's about it for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed. We'll catch you all in the next one when I come back. That will be the next episode, most probably right near the end, where I finally have the trade post set up, and I will have a box next to it so that I can just send Pulsar Quartz to get whatever I want. So see you all then. Have a good day.